Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dan, and I am back with another episode of Stout Gaming's Make It a Double Battles. So today we are looking at a team that was recently featured on Aaron Zhang's channel, Cybertron VGC. I'll link to the first of those videos in the description below. But it is a Palkia Calyrex team, a team comp that's been doing pretty well recently. This one also has Porygon 2, Amoongus, Incineroar, and Indeedee, so obviously the big offense comes from your two restricteds, and then you've got four pretty good support options with it. A lot of things can set up Trick Room here. Obviously the Indeedee has Follow Me, and then there's a pretty standard looking Incin set as well, except it's got Focus Sash and Will-O-Wisp, so it's fast with Will-O-Wisp, which is not necessarily going to be expected. So yeah, overall, it looks like some standard sets, but I'm really interested to see how this Palkia feels. It's something that when I'm building my own teams again, in the coming days, I'm going to be looking at some Palkia teams, and maybe Palkia Calyrex teams. So I'm going to be looking forward to seeing how it feels. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the battles. Alright, our first opponent of the day has a Ho-Oh Dialga team, with Grimmsnarl, Rillaboom, Raichu, and Lapras. That Lapras is probably maxing early and trying to set up its screens. It could be a weakness policy with that Raichu to trigger it. Ho-Oh really doesn't like seeing Palkia, and Dialga doesn't really either, so Palkia looks really good here. With Indeedee, there's not a huge amount of ways to punish it, and this also stops a lot of the weakness policy Lapras setups, so I kind of like that. Let's put the Glastrier in the back. And then, what do I want fourth? Probably this, either the Amoongus or the Incin here. I don't really think Porygon looks great into this team. I think with what I have, there's a good chance I get up Trick Room, and the Amoongus will be better here, because they don't really have a lot of physical attackers outside of that Rillaboom that the Incin's going to want to deal with. I guess the Ho-Ohs, there's a decent chance it can be physical, but I can't burn it. Either one could be correct. I'm a bit back and forth on the last thought, but the other ones I'm very confident in. So we are getting a Raichu Dialga lead. Let's see, what are we going to expect here? Probably, if Raichu gets Bulldoze, it could definitely be that, but that would be a bit of a weird setup. I kind of just want to set Trick Room here. Yeah, let's set Trick Room here. This will give me a lot of coverage for various things that he could be doing. And let's just go ahead and throw up the Follow Me to make sure that that Trick Room goes up. Let's just see what's going on. It's a very passive first turn. I don't know if it's the right play, but it does allow me some flexibility in the late game if Trick Room's up with the Amoongus, and the Dialga's going back. Okay. So if this is a Volt Switch turn, this looks very good for me. It's an Electro Web turn. This looks very good for me. Now, the Palkia definitely underspeeds the Lapras, which it might not have done before. I'm happy with that. Thank you, Raichu, for lowering my speed. Now the question is, what do I want to do about this Lapras? I think Max Palkia makes a lot of sense here. Raichu's probably Sash, so I don't think an attack here matters to take it out. but it could. I think a Wormwind into that slot makes sense. And I kind of want to just Mystical Fire. Yeah, let's just Mystical Fire this Lapras, lower its special attack some. Wormwind, Wormwind, Wormwind. Okay, I'll Wormwind a Ho-Oh. I will absolutely Wormwind a Ho-Oh. I thought about flaring that slot in case he went for a water attack, but the getting up the screen just seems so important that I imagine he goes for max ice. But Wormwind into this Ho-Oh feels really good, especially if the Ho-Oh is physical. See if this Lapras maxes. It does not. Okay, so I'll take the Lapras to -1. Freeze Dry, that's going to hurt. But I've got Follow Me protection now. And I'll take the Ho-Oh down to -1 attack. Alright, I feel really good about that turn. So it's Bulky Lapras with Freeze Dry. Let's Wormwind that slot again and then just Follow Me. That seems pretty safe. Yep, that's fine. Okay, just stalling a turn to max, that makes sense. This won't quite be enough. I thought about Heal Pulsing here, which would have been huge, but I think this is a reasonable turn. Ho-Oh is no longer a max option. I'm going to have to deal with the Max Dialga late game, and it's not going to be super fun to deal with. Okay. I think we could switch in on that slot. Dialga, I want to hit with a Wormwind. Raichu. Yeah, I guess everything I want to hit with a Wormwind. If I Helping Hand Wormwind, do I kill here? I don't think I don't have Helping Hand. I want to make sure that... Nope, 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 nope. Ah, ha, 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 I clicked the wrong move. Timed out. That is bad. Okay, Heal Pulse, please go first. Follow me. Great. Okay. Timed out. Thank you, timeout. Freeze Dry's not going to do anything. That's a nice Wormwind. Was that a crit? That feels like it should be a crit with that damage. No, Palkia is just a beast. Got it. Palkia is just a unit of a Pokemon. How many turns of Trick Room do I have left? One more turn of Trick Room. Just Spatial Rend into this slot and Follow Me. This is all fine. Dialga goes down. Raichu probably comes out here to try and deny Trick Room, but I don't know if this Ho-Oh has the ability to deny Trick Room. Let's see, if the Raichu comes out, what do I do here? Because getting Trick Room up again would be great, but... I don't... Okay, can this Ho-Oh one shot. I'd be kind of shocked if the Ho-Oh can one... No, I guess the Ho-Oh should be able to one-shot the Indeedee. Yeah, especially if it maxes. Okay. He might just pick up 2 KOs this turn. That might not have been the play. Oh, wait. No, now I'm fine. If that was max Ho-Oh, I'd be a lot more nervous, because that Ho-Oh could one-shot the Indeedee, and then Lapras could clean up the Palkia. But if you're going to Helping Hand, Indeedee will get Follow Me absolutely. Hydro Pump connects. Great. Down will go Ho-Oh. Okay, this battle's been weird. Resonance will come on out. Even with Helping Hand, I survive. I can just set Trick Room again and have Calyrex in the back. Right? He has Fake Out pressure now, but I think I can just click Trick Room and not Follow Me because I think the Fake Out goes there, but let's just protect the Indeedee. Because without Freeze Dry, because there's no Freeze Dry in Max, there's actually nothing that threatens this Palkia on the field. So yeah, I'm okay with just Protect and Trick Room again. Because I bet Fake Out comes into Indeedee. Eerie Impulse into Palkia. Okay, that's fine. I'll switch Palkia out. Yeah, that's fine. Rain is fine. Palkia can switch into Amoongus, which when Indeedee goes down this turn, Amoongus enters pretty free, in which case Amoongus comes in next to Calyrex late game and I'm fine. Yeah, this should be pretty safe. Unless the Raichu takes out the Indeedee first, but the Raichu doesn't get to attack first. This will take out the Indeedee. Raichu will do nothing to this Amoongus. Yep, that's fine. And then I just get Calyrex in. And we're good. Just want to... Do I think this Raichu has Charm? Do I care if this Raichu has Charm? Not really. Let's just Spore here. Glacial Lance. No, Glacial Lance. Glacial Lance is right. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, pretty solid game one. Let's go ahead and move on into game two. Okay, looking at the matchup in game two, we've got a hyper offensive team. This team was definitely just in the regionals as well. We've got the Whimsicott, Alecki, Yveltal, Gastrodon, Incin, and the Zacian. So this is a super meta team that doesn't look like it likes Calyrex much at all, if I'm being honest. Anything where I can get Trick Room actually looks very solid. I'd want to get Amoongus in here, but I actually think he sets Electric Terrain pretty consistently by going for Max Lightnings with the Alecki. So let's just go for a super safe Trick Room start. Check the summary here. We have Protect. We do not have Protect. That's fine. If he leads Incin, alright, Psychic Terrain will be up. Yeah, we're going to go hard Trick Room this game and figure out what he's going to have to beat it. This doesn't look like a great matchup for him. Max Flare will do a decent chunk into a lot of his team. But, so leads I'm most nervous about are... not that. That is not what I'm most nervous about. Indeedee will go down here, hopefully. Like, I'm just doing something and killing this Indeedee is ideal. Because then I can just get the Calyrex in and start eating. Which would be ideal. Also, the Dark Aura is out, and I've got Foul Play on this Porygon, which means I could actually do a chunk to something with it. That's fine. Dark Pulse, kill it. I don't actually know if this kills it or not. Great. Calyrex comes in for free under Trick Room. And it's Life Orb, so I don't need to worry about Weakness Policy of Yveltal again. Okay, great. This is fantastic. He's probably got Incin in the back somewhere. Okay, the question is, do I think he switches in Incin, or do I think he goes for the kill with this Yveltal? I think either way, my answer is Swords Dance and Ally Switch. The only thing that punishes this is if that Indeedee has Trick Room to reverse my Trick Room. But I don't have great counterplay to that. But if I Swords Dance, Ally Switch... yeah, so if he's going to max the Yveltal, he'll go for a max Dark-type move. It'll hit into this Porygon slot. And then, after my Swords Dance, even if he switches in the Incin next turn, my Glacial Lance should do enough to take out this Yveltal. Yeah, he's going to Helping Hand. Here's the Ally Switch. Porygon might even survive this. I have no idea if Porygon survives this. Porygon is a unit, but we'll see if he's that much of a unit. So here comes the Max Darkness into Porygon. Unless he called the Ally Switch, in which case I probably lose. I can't believe he called the Ally Switch. Okay. Okay, I'm in a very bad position now. I've got to just max this Calyrex and go for stuff. Cool. Okay, so he called the Ally Switch. Turn 1, I think we've got to make sure we break Focus Sash over here. Dynamax, let's... Whirlwind or Geyser here. I'm going to want to Flare later, so let's go ahead and Whirlwind. Geyser does more. Let's Whirlwind in case he's got Water type in the back. calling that ally switch was huge on his end. Like, in best of one, that's a tough call to make, and just going for it, like, kudos to my opponent there. There's not a lot I could do because I could have just fired a Glacial Lance, I guess, and then it probably wouldn't have gotten the kill that I needed. So, now we're dealing with this, but let's foul play here. Go ahead and break Sash. Give me a Whirlwind. Let's see how much it does. Okay, I'll need one more of those. Ooh, your Veltal's so good. I kind of want to double up into the Yveltal, make sure it goes down this turn, so I think I have to. Let's... Yeah, that'll kill it. Man, calling that ally switch was really good. I guess this is a known rental team, so if you're expecting it, yeah, and he's... I can't not attack it this turn, but now he just gets some chip off with this Whimsicott. Oh, that's so much chip. I've actually got to kill the Whimsicott too. I think I have to ally switch and hope he doesn't call it this time, because I have to flare the Whimsicott this turn, which feels bad. Yeah, there was really no way to come back from that second turn. Let's see, especially if he attacks into the Porygon here. Okay. Okay, I've still got a small... Oh, man. I don't have an out. No, I'm out. Yeah, I'm completely dead to this Yveltal now. Good games to my opponent, or good game to my opponent. Man, that read was so good. And then he's just play with the Yveltal. I couldn't deal with it after he got that read. Yeah, the Lucky wraps this up. I mean, the Yveltal itself wraps this up into anything with an attacking move. So, I'll just give him this game, and I will be right on back for game number 3, where hopefully I don't just get absolutely taken to the body shop on turn 2. Alright, so this game we're going up against a much less orthodox team with Reshiram and Zacian. Zacian, of course, is everywhere here, but this team also has Landorus, Blastoise, Rillaboom, and Grimmsnarl. Reshiram, I think, has a bad... It has a neutral matchup, actually, into me, and Zacian has a decent matchup into me, maybe slightly positive, but... This is interesting. Again, I want to be operating under Trick Room here, but I think the way I can do it is different. Let's go ahead and try and set it with Palkia. Intimidate actually feels pretty good here. Let's try and set Trick Room with Palkia. If he has a Rillaboom that is min speed and speed ties, and he loses the speed tie and gets a grassy terrain, that's how he can deny the Trick Room. But he doesn't lead with it. Okay, so I'm going to get Trick Room up. No, he could also switch in the... Okay, let's assume he switches in Rillaboom and launches Fake Out with the Blastoise. What happens that next turn? If he does that, I follow me the next turn, and he can't... No, then he can fake out with the Rillaboom and attack with the Blastoise. And starts getting a little bit of chip on everything. What if I just Spatial Rend this turn? Like, just Spatial Rend into that Reshiram and follow me. Nah, that feels risky in case he switches into Zacian, so let's just Trick Room. And force him to make a super defensive play. Okay, and he doesn't do it. Never punished, never punished. So here's a place where I would actually like Amoongus, but I think this is fine. Okay, you're in a Helping Hand. I'm gonna follow me. Quake. Okay. Do I survive this? I do, so I'll get up another follow me next turn, and that's all I'll need. But Quake there is actually annoying because Palkia probably doesn't pick up this KO. But now he doesn't pick up the KO either this next turn. So now I just max and I Whirlwind the Reshiram and follow me again and let Indeedee go down. His obvious play is to guard the Reshiram and attack with the Blastoise, but if that happens, I can... If Indeedee doesn't go down, I can still... depending on Indeedee's health, I can guard the Palkia that turn, then his Dynamax will be over, then I'll have one more turn where I'm threatening the Reshiram. And I might actually flare that slot, expecting a switch in. But we'll go ahead and see what happens this turn. Late game, the Calyrex still looks really good under Trick Room. Okay, so I'll get my Follow Me up. Blastoise goes for Hydro Cannon. Okay, that's an interesting play. It will... Okay. So that Blastoise is able to take me out there. This could be very, very bad. I'll get my Whirlwind off, but he will also get an attack off. He survives pretty comfortably at +1. I'm pretty bulky. The question is, do I survive here? The answer is yes. Great. Now the question is, what do I want to do with my free turn? And I think the answer is set up Swords Dance. Because I put Whirlwind pressure on that. Okay. So here's my thought process. I'm putting Whirlwind pressure. I've got 3 turns of Trick Room. This will be his last turn of max. He has to guard. Blastoise can't do anything, so I've got a free turn this turn. I could attack into Blastoise, but I don't think I could kill it. So what if I just set up a Swords Dance here? Yeah, he has to guard. I still have to attack into it in case he goes for something else, because I've been reading stuff like that recently and just been wrong, because my opponent's been going balled out for whatever reason. And it's been tricky, but now I'm in a very favorable position. Got 2 turns of Trick Room left. Blastoise might actually be able to... Do I think Blastoise can kill Palkia here? See absolutely no reason to risk it. Let's max guard, and then we will launch a high horsepower into the Reshiram slot. And I'll see that I'll have the speed advantage on that Blastoise. Then at +3 this next turn, absolutely nothing's going to want to deal with this Calyrex. He goes for the yawn. Okay. Do I want to let Calyrex sleep? Two turns of Trick Room left. Calyrex goes to sleep after this turn. Zacian probably protects here. Let's go and spatial run this slot, and I think I'm okay with this switch. Let's stay awake. Let's get some damage on this Blastoise. There's a decent chance that Palkia goes down here. But let's at least make it difficult. Yeah, Zacian has to protect there. If I thought Zacian wasn't going to protect, I'd have a better out. Hydro Cannon again. That is risky. For reasons just like that. Okay, well, now I can ignore the Blastoise. I want Trick Room still up, so I'm just going to do it because he can't stop me. Yep. Yep. That's fine. I think I want Palkia to go down and get a free switch in here. I do want extra damage on this Blastoise though, no way around that. Because then I'm going to let Calyrex try and sweep. So to make sure I get extra damage on this Blastoise, he could switch it always, but no. Let's Spatial Rend that slot. I'm going to Flare Blitz the Blastoise, which seems counterintuitive, but I want it in range of a Glacial Lance. Okay. Missed the Palkia. Missed the Palkia now. Okay. I'll still get a Flare Blitz off into... Yep, not that. I don't know if it's in range of a Glacial Lance here. But I definitely can't let it yawn me, so I probably have to high horsepower this turn, trust that I survived with the Babiri Berry, and operate from there, get a launch a Flare Blitz into this. Oh, but if he switches the Blastoise out, that's an issue. I think, okay, so if he switches the Blastoise out, I don't get this high horsepower off, but I do get this Flare Blitz off. And then that might be enough damage. Okay, it doesn't switch. Great, get this high horsepower off, kill the Blastoise. Step 1. Launch this Flare Blitz is step 2. and then survive this Behemoth Blade. Delete my Mabiri. And then I can start launching Glacial Lances, because that will always kill Landorus, and then Flare Blitz will kill the Zacian at this point. Okay. I think I'm good because I should have like 3 turns of Trick Room left, and that should lock me the game. How do I lose from here? To lose from here... Let me check my turns of... Trick Room I have left, but the double up would have to not kill this Zacian. 2 turns left. I guess he could get some double protects off, but its Glacial Lance is the correct play, and then this Flare Blitz is the correct play. Because this double up should always kill Zacian. If he gets a double protect, there's a decent chance I lose. But he doesn't even go for it. So Glacial Lance plus Flare Blitz should kill this Zacian. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable from there. And even if it does, if it doesn't, I lose. But nope, that'll lock it up, and that'll be day number 1 with this new Palkia Calyrex team. Team's feeling pretty solid. I actually like it considerably more than my last team. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.